who do you think from Man City, if any, is worth putting in your FPL team?
Well, all of them have a caveat. I still think De Bruyne is their best player, but with the way it's set up, you can't spend that much money. I think Cancelo, because of what he did last year, his attacking threat, even though he shoots 30 times and doesn't score, he's just a bonus point magnet. And with their clean sheet potential, and they have a great run of fixtures, so you have to at least try to get a couple from Man City. I think he's good, but again, if Cucurella comes in and goes on the left, I think Cancelo goes to the right. And if Cancelo goes to the right, he isn't quite as effective there. So then I'd have potentially some issues. Everybody's gonna, 60% of the community, I think, is going for Haaland. I know everybody loves him. Again, the nice shiny toys, right? Everybody's excited. He's a beast. Everybody loves him. And what I would say right now about him is there's a good chance I'm going to put him in my team and he's not there now. But right now I have Kane, because I know with Kane, I'm going to get 90 minutes every single game. And I think Spurs are going to be so much better this year with the transfers they've made and with Conte kind of getting that team gelled. So I'm a little worried that Spurs are going to go off and I'm not going to have enough of their players. And Haaland hasn't played a minute yet preseason. And Pep just came out and said he's not fully fit. And he's had some kind of lingering stuff going on. And if you remember last year, the only knock on Haaland is that he gets injured. Yeah. And he doesn't miss tons of time, but he'll miss 15, 20% of the seasons with little injuries. So I'm still waiting. I think tomorrow they play Bayern Munich, I think, in Green Bay. So I just want to see if he suits up and plays. But just in their last game, 1 or 2 days ago, he was in civilian clothes, just sitting down. He wasn't even dressed. So I'm a little worried about that. So Haaland would be one I'd say if he plays preseason. Cancelo would be the other one. And I think you could punt on Ederson if you have an extra spot because he's not that expensive. But the other guys, I just think there's too much rotation or they're too expensive.
Yeah. So we both had Haaland.
I actually had another Man City player that I forgot about.
Yeah, I had De Bruyne as well because De Bruyne and Haaland seems like the same. They do miss like maybe 5 to 10 games a season, but
I'd say De Bruyne maybe even more.
Yeah, and it is pretty consistent that way, but I think just he will start if he is fit, and Haaland as well. If anything from the Bundesliga that we've seen, it is domination. And Man City didn't even have like a real striker last season to finish chances. And I think with him there, just a true striker, I just want to see how it plays out, especially early on.
Yeah, definitely. The player I forgot about that I had in my team, I don't know how I forgot him because he's like one of my best defenders, but it's João Cancelo.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard to pass up on Cancelo at the moment. I don't think, did you have him in your team?
You did not. I went for Reece James instead of Cancelo.
That's an interesting shout.
Yeah.
I just find it so hard. I voted João Cancelo as my player of the season last year in the Premier League, and that's quite a out there decision. But I feel like I have to stick by my voting and my opinions about last season. I feel like he was fantastic. I don't even I know you said if Cucurella comes in, they might displace him to the right side. I don't even know if he could do that. I think Pep would move Cucurella onto his weak side before he moves Cancelo. So it's quite an interesting, predicament Pep might have himself in if he gets Cucurella, but I don't think he's going to go anyway. So I'm sticking with Cancelo. I have Haaland as my team as well. I just can't go without him. I want to root for him so hard when he comes into the Prem because he's such a talented player. And I know how many talented players come into the Premier League and flop. And I'm so scared that he's going to do that. And so I don't want him to do that. So I'm just putting him in my team, hoping for the best. And if he does well, I can say, yeah, I pushed him there. I was part of the supporter group that was behind him.
Exactly.
That's good.
But yeah, I don't know. I can't pass up on Haaland. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can at this point, just based on the hype.